Welcome to the TASCAM Model 12. In this video, we will show the basic instructions on setting up the Model 12 as a control surface for your digital audio workstation. This video is specifically for Pro Tools. If you don't have Pro Tools, see the other videos for your particular DAW. Connect the Model 12 USB cable to your computer. Model 12 uses a USB-C connector. Some modern computers will also have a USB-C connector. This computer we are using today has a USB-A connector, so the cable we need is this common USB-C to USB-A cable. Make sure the cable supports USB 2 or higher. Next, put the input mode switch on PC or in the middle position of the Model 12 for channels 1 and 2. You can set the other channels however you choose. The first thing to do is download the Model Mixer Setting Panel software from TASCAM.com. This is found on the Downloads tab on the individual Model 12 product page. Go ahead and install the Model Mixer Setting Panel software. Now it's time to put Model 12 into DAW controller mode. Press the menu button. The multi-jog knob uses a turn and push method. Once you highlight a function, you can then push the knob to select it. Turn the multi-jog knob until you get to the DAW controller. Push the multi-jog knob to select DAW controller. Model 12 has presets for the most popular DAWs. So highlight HUI Pro Tools and press the multi-jog knob to select it. The Model 12 will ask you if you are sure and want to start the controller mode. Press the far right button directly under the display, or yes. Model 12 displays a notice that only track channels 1 and 2 can be used as the default for Pro Tools. Press the multi-jog knob, enter. The Model 12 is now in controller mode, and its faders and most of its knobs are disabled to the internal Model 12 functions. TASCAM cannot provide customer support for your software program, computer, or computer configuration. Here are the settings on this computer, which is a MacBook Pro using Pro Tools. The first thing we need to do is set up Pro Tools so it uses the Model 12 as the USB audio interface. To do that, on Pro Tools, click Setup, Playback Engine, and the first thing you see is the Playback Engine. Click, and of course I want to choose the Model 12. It's confirming, I say yes, and then I hit OK. At this point, what Pro Tools will do is reconfigure itself and the current song that I have for the Model 12. It's asking me about a couple of plugins. We're not going to deal with that right now. I'll just say no, and that's done. Now the next thing we need to do is set up Pro Tools so that the Model 12 is the controller, the control surface. To do that, we hit Setup. This time, we choose Peripherals. Choose MIDI controllers if it hasn't been chosen, and type. So I click that, and at this point you need to choose HUI or HUI. HUI is the original Mackie HUI protocol that's been used for several years, and that's what Pro Tools uses as the protocol. So choose HUI, HUI. For MIDI, choose Receive From, and again, Model 12, Send To. Click that, choose Model 12, I hit OK, and that's done. Now that we have that set up, you can see that the faders are live, the pan pots work, the master volume works fine, the transport control, let's hit play, let's hit stop, let's fast forward, rewind, and even the scroll dial on the Model 12 scrolls through the file. The default is to control tracks 1 through 8 on your DAW. This screen is the marker set screen. This is where you can set markers on your DAW by pressing the set button underneath the display while the file plays. To control tracks 9 through 16, press the menu button on the Model 12. The Model 12 will display track. Then press the arrow to the right button under the display, and DAW tracks 9 through 16 are controlled. To control tracks 17 through 24, press the display arrow to the right again underneath the display. Now tracks 17 through 24 are controlled. To go back to tracks 9 through 16, or 1 through 8, press the display button to the left over and over, and tracks 9 through 16, or 1 through 8 are then controlled.